What is up? What is good? It is Saturday, technically Sunday at this point. A little bit past midnight. Just got back from seeing the Dark Phoenix movie, and I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it real, man. If you've seen any of the other movies, you definitely want to go see it. Shout out to Tech for your knees. Yo, Just Wireless Tech. Yeah, that's it. I co-signed it. It was good. It was definitely good, man. That was a good way for Fox to go out. Fox went out on a high point, making the Marvel movies. So it is what it is. Josh, I see you in the building. Um, we're gonna take a look at um, thoughts and impressions. We're gonna give it about another 30 seconds. Make sure everybody comes in, and then we're gonna get into like my thoughts, any issues that I've had. Wow, this thing's blowing up, huh? Uh-huh. Yes, I did, but Josh, I did mine manually. I converted my T-Mobile edition to an international edition, and we're going to talk about an app that you can download that will help you keep your. Um, oh yeah, okay. These are things that I was catching in the movies. Notifications. I don't know what this is about. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and get started. I am still rocking the Axon M in case anybody, asks. People have been saying, "Oh man, I ain't seen it since you had it that day or whatever." It's right here. It still works. All right. It's still right here. It still works like a champ, and I ain't had no issues with it. Tech King Mike is in the building. What's up? All right. We've been here. We're at about 2 minutes and a half in. We can go ahead and get started. Let me turn this up a little bit so y'all can see what she looks like. Look at that beautifulness right there. That thing's beautiful, man. Um, so let's go ahead and get into like the issues, the problems that I was having with the phone, how they were remedied, and what I think about like the newest camera update. Now I've seen some people are posting like 1 month later videos already, and that's technically impossible. Right? The phone was released on the 16th, I think, in New York. It's the 9th. All right. It's not even like uh Tech King We're gonna talk about that, the people that return theirs. Now, luckily, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jason, I see you. If I could have returned it, if I was still in my return thing when everything was going crazy, I would have returned the phone. But I was already outside of my return window, so I was kind of stuck with it, right? Now I did get a replacement from T-Mobile, and we come to find out that it's all software related. So before we get into it, I got to do something else. It wouldn't be a stream. Man, that's a beautiful sound right there. No, I'm not. I'm not about to go stone cold on the biz. All right. Here's what I like about the phone. It's super fast. It's clearly now it's part of the way that they set up their animations. The 90 hertz display doesn't hurt. It's super fast. I haven't really experienced any freezing or bugs. Um, so there's that. I guess my biggest gripe I had. Oh, you had to put a futon together. That's what's up. I guess the biggest gripe I had on this phone was the camera, right? Now, the video camera was great from the jump. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed the 4K 60 frames per second camera on this phone for video, okay? Video wise, I love this phone. The new update that came out though, and let me show you the app that I'm using. The app I'm using is called Oxygen Updater. Okay. Now, if I get time after this becomes a video, I'll put a link in the description. It's on the Google Play Store. Go download Oxygen Updater, and you're straight. Now, I will tell you this. It will not work with the regular T-Mobile software. If you have T-Mobile software on your phone, you're going to be asked out. All right. You got to put the international software on. You ain't got to be rooted. You don't have to unlock the bootloader. Your phone doesn't have to be unlocked. I see you, Eric. Shout out to Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. But you can see I got the 9.57 update with the newest camera settings. And I got to be honest, while some of the photos look a little crazy or cartoonish, I actually like the color pop that I'm getting out of the OnePlus 7 stock camera right now. The OnePlus 7 Pro stock camera with the newest update, shout out to the Tech Lead, shout out to Big Dog, I see y'all, is amazing. Now, what I mean by that is I like the way the colors look. Now let's get into that a little bit. I can show you guys a couple of these photos so you can see what I'm talking about. All right. So this was the Google Cam, or my D's Nuts modded camera. All right. Make sure I swipe the right way. So you got that right there. Now watch. Now it's probably not going to come really well over video. Maybe if I turn this down some, you'll be able to see it a little bit better where it's not so bright. All right. So there's the Google Cam. All right. And that's the OnePlus Cam. In my opinion, the OnePlus camera was brighter. The colors are popping a lot more. Yeah, the vibrant photos are what's up. So, same thing here. All right. The eggs, they look good, right? Everything looks good here in this bowl. But when I go over one more, now look at them eggs. You want some of these eggs? So, it is what it is. So, oh wow, I'm glad I didn't keep that going. Glad I didn't swipe over again. Yeah. I mean, seriously though, the camera on this thing is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, some of the photos that this thing takes since the update has been great. So let's get to that part. Let's get this part out of the way first, because people are going to see this as a video later and be like, "Oh man, you made it in, man. You ain't said." All right. So most of the issues I had on the T-Mobile variant were solved when I flashed the international ROM. Now, there's a video on the channel here that shows you how to do that. Josh is right. It's all about software. Once I put the international ROM on here, and then before I even got the 9.57 update, I started doing my own camera mods on Google Cam, aka the D's Nuts camera, and I was impressed. The D's Nuts camera was killing it, right? And then today, I installed the most updated version of OnePlus's software using Oxygen Updater, and now I'm like, damn, now the OnePlus camera is kind of killing my D's Nuts camera, which everybody was like, yo, that looks so good, and now this camera is kind of killing that. So I'm kind of hyped. I also noticed the video is a little bit more stabilized in video format. That's actually pretty good. And the battery life, since I went to the international ROM, since, outside of the update that kind of broke everybody's T-Mobile units, my battery life is back to like 6.5, 7 hours on screen time. Now, everybody was like, how was I doing that? Da, da, da. I never updated my phone out of the box. I was running the software stock, right? And once I updated, what happened? I started having the touchscreen issues. My phone started falling asleep and not waking up. It was going into that death sleep or whatever it was. Now it is what it is. So, oh man. Yeah, unfortunately I gotta hit that ejection button on people. Sometimes that happens. Yeah, when it goes into that super deep sleep, it like kills the phone, man. Yeah, I don't like Samsung's new UI. I don't. You know, like I just don't like it. But this thing right here, 3 weeks in, I can't really complain. Um, I mean, don't get it twisted. I was pissed that the phone was going to sleep and dying, and I had to wait for it to be completely dead before I could plug it in and wake it up. Like those little issues are unexcusable. They're just inexcusable by OnePlus. You can't excuse that. They should, and you should reprimand them for that publicly. They should get roasted publicly for the dumb missteps that they make every single year. And I was expecting them not to make the stupid mistakes, not to make UFC's fighting tonight. Not to make the dumb mistakes. But unfortunately for OnePlus, it's like they keep stepping on their dick consistently. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. It's software, or they screw up and they do something in the hardware. And it's just like, Justin Wilson, if you want to get the latest update, as long as you don't have a T-Mobile variant, there's an app in the App Store called Oxygen Updater. You can download it, go get the latest software, and it will download it to your phone, and you can go to updates, click local storage update, one click, reboot, done. Nothing crazy. It's really quick. If you haven't got the update pushed to your phone yet, you can get it right now today. So Oxygen Updater, just so y'all can see what it looks like. It looks like this. Okay. All right. If you got the T-Mobile version, you can't. Oxygen Updater is not going to work with your phone unless you convert your device to international software. Now that's real easy to do. If you got a PC, you can go download MSM Tool and all that other stuff. I did a full tutorial on how it works. It's easy. All right. It's easy. Once you get all that stuff in, flash your phone over to the international software. And let me tell you something else. Like, look at this, man. See the green icons and stuff? Like, you get more features. I noticed I'm working on a video for that tomorrow. You get more features on the international ROM. Look at this in the chat. You get more features on an international ROM, on the international ROM with the OnePlus 7 Pro than you do on the stock T-Mobile one. There's more color choices. There's more things to do. You just got to update on the McLaren. Are you using Oxygen Updater? If you're using Oxygen Updater, you might be able to put Android Q on yours. I can flash Q on this, which I'm thinking about doing just so I can do a couple of videos on how the OnePlus 7 Pro does on Android Q. But I wanted to get all of my main stuff for the review out of the way first. It is what it is. Look, check this out, Samsung. The person in the chat called Samsung. Let me just go over here real quick. Hold on. Somebody click on Samsung and see if it's a legit channel. Because I'm sure it's not. And Samsung's not gonna pay me nothing because I'm not accepting money from a brand. So it's BS. Nah, it's not legit. All right. Okay. So Samsung, I got to do one thing for you. Can y'all say with me? Before we even click the boot, before we even kick them out. What do you think? What do you think we're gonna say before we kick the Samsung channel out? What do you think we're gonna say? We're gonna take it old school tonight. That's right. Samsung, I haven't said this in a while on a video, but for you being in here with your fake ass troll account, go eat your dick. Boom. Deuces. All right. We got to get him up out of here. All right. How do you turn the horizon light on? I don't know what that is. Oh, you're talking about the light? Mine just does it. So Like when I get a notification, if it's sitting like this, like it lights up blue, and it's been doing it on the international ROM just like it was on T-Mobile. So I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's a setting or something. Mine just does it. Android stud, what's up? But yeah, overall, I can say this: in the 3 weeks that I've been rocking the phone, outside of the issues of like, and I keep it real, like, and OnePlus fanboys, look, y'all OnePlus fans kind of be digging yourself a grave, right? I wonder what's up. You might have, maybe it's a bad unit. I mean, I haven't seen any setting for it. I thought it was just a feature in the ROM. Um, y'all OnePlus fanboys, dig yourselves a hole, man. When I'm gonna keep it 100%, whether the phone is good or the phone sucks. All right, I ain't getting paid by OnePlus. Clearly, they don't like me. I'm sure they don't even like that I have their phone. All right, look, all I can tell you is this: I think the hardware itself, the phone, is good. I think the software is good. But when I encounter something like my phone dies or it goes to sleep, I don't need OnePlus fanboys in the comments going, but it's not every phone, dog. It's not every phone. I get it. I get it. If some of y'all OnePlus fanboys that be trying to lump all different types of people and different things into one thing, you know, carried your phone that way, then we'd probably be all right. You know, I'm not saying all of them were bad. I'm not saying all of them are bad. But if I have an issue that is encountered and I go check the forums and I see 5, 6, 7 other comments of known users on the OnePlus forum saying, yeah, my shit died too. I'm not, I'm going to keep it real. Whether I like the phone or not, I'm going to be like, my shit's dead. And if you don't like that, bounce. But I will say this: the hardware 3 weeks in, really, really, really good. Just Steven, I see you. Wade County said that's how Pixel fanboy. Oh, this is your first OnePlus phone, Tectron? So 3 weeks in, I can say this. Yo, Tech King Mike for the win. He didn't get no interruptions in between him typing that out. I might have to screenshot that. Look, 3 weeks in, can I co-sign the phone? If here is the if. Now I'm going to give you my decision. Come to review in about 3 or 4 more days. If you have the $700 to $750 to spend on this phone, and you can afford to lose it, or afford to have that money tied up if this phone breaks or just decides to quit working on you, then yes, I highly recommend the phone. If you can't afford the $700 and can't afford to have the downtime if this phone breaks, because I'm treating this like a developer device. That's what I'm treating this like. I'm not treating this as an everyday phone. There's no way and I'm going to keep it 100%. If I had to go out tomorrow and I know I'm going on a long trip, let's say I'm driving to like Boston, right? And I only could take one phone. Am I taking the OnePlus 7 Pro? Hell no. No, I'm not. Because I can't depend that this phone is not going to fail on me. And OnePlus 7 Pro users and fanboys are going to be mad that I said it, but I'm just keeping it real. Now, if this thing is reliable for 30 days and it doesn't die and give me any issues, yeah, of course, I could change my mind on that and be like, nah, it's reliable now. It's not tripping. But right now, I can't say that. I can't say that. I can say that I really like the phone. I do. I'm loving the software. Look, Just Steven's like, I'm killing you. But if it's only one phone that you got and you got to rely on that one phone, then hell no. I can't tell you to spend $750 to $700 on this and it don't work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this. Now, when people ask me about this phone, now I know we're talking about the OnePlus 7 Pro. We're going to get back to it. But it's the same thing. Look, if we're just talking about one phone, right, or just a phone in general, this is the Axon M. All right, you can pick this phone up now. It folds. You can pick this phone up for 130 bucks, 120 bucks on Amazon. Can I recommend this phone? Yeah. When this phone came out and it was 800 and something dollars, could I recommend this phone? Hell no. Because here's the thing, at 100 and something bucks, if this hinge breaks tomorrow and it quits working and it only works like this, it was 100 bucks. I don't care. But for the average consumer, 750 bucks, they need their phone to work. Okay? It has to be reliable. It has to not freeze. It has to not go to sleep and not be able to be not woken up. So in that aspect, yeah, I can't say that this phone's hot. I can't say that this phone is the shit. I can't say, you know, I got to keep it real. Like we've been rebranding and changing the name of the channel to Everything 100. I can't say I'm keeping everything 100 if I don't keep everything 100. And here's the 100. I like the phone. I like it a lot. It's quickly becoming my favorite phone of the year. I can't depend on. This phone is kind of like the chick that it's like, and I don't know for you guys, it depends on how old you are, but everybody's had that female where you're like, yes, like physically everything works. Like that chick is bad. I can smash that chick till the sun comes home and have a blast, right? And just keep doing it, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? But then you realize like there's nothing else there. You can't talk. Yeah, he said they call that a side piece, but that's like, this is kind of like the side piece. I guess that's a good way to put that. Do you marry the side piece? Of course not. You can't. You have nothing in common. You can't talk to the side piece. You probably don't have, the same interests or none of that, right? If you did, that'd be your wife. I'm just saying. That's a fact. But this right here, this is the side piece right now. Now, that said, I got a lot in common with the OnePlus 7 Pro. This could quickly become wifey material. Quickly. It just has to become more reliable. It has to become more dependable. And then this could be wifey material. But right now, it's just a side piece. So, yeah. Wade County, you're right. That's the same thing like he was saying about the Pixels, man. Red OnePlus 7 is coming to you from India. That's going to be a hot phone. I think that is. But you know what? I think the Mi 9 from Xiaomi is actually a better deal even than the OnePlus 7 right now. Because the Mi 9 is like sub 500 bucks. You can get them for like 450 on Amazon or eBay. And that phone is fast as hell. Listen, the Mi 9T you can miss is less. The Mi 9 has better specs than the Mi 9T. I'm like, nah. And I know it's not all about specs, but miss me with the Mi 9T. Now, the Mi 9T Pro, yeah, but here's the problem with the Mi 9. The Mi 9 is fine in the US. LTE bands, everything else. The 9T and the 9T Pro, nope. You just need the Oxygen OS fix. Yo, Albert, they got an app. You can because I know you got an international version. All right, look. It's called Oxygen Updater. It should be available for you in the Play Store. Look at that. Mi 9, 64 gigabyte, 377 bucks. Somebody found one online. That app is called Oxygen Updater. Yeah, do that. That'll give you the newest update. And I can tell you for sure, the camera on the OnePlus 7 Pro with the latest update, yes. I like the color pop. I like the way it looks. It's awesome. I also ordered my dual SIM on eBay tray, so when I can take this single SIM out from T-Mobile and throw it away, and throw it in the box and put the dual SIM in there, because it's got two SIM slots, right here. It's got two SIM slots, but yeah. Carl Pye can go eat a dick. We can get him up out of here right now. So, ejected. Not on this ROM, Harshal. If you're on the international version, I can pretty much delete everything on the phone. I know you was gonna go there and text me these lots. I can't. Yeah, ugh. Somebody was roasting me about that today. I think I said sluts. I think I said sluts, and they were like, "Yo." But here's what I can tell you. I mean, he said, "Nice box." Look, 3 days in. Yeah, 3 days in. I mean, 3 days in. 3 weeks in. I can say that I like it, and it, like I said, it's quickly becoming my favorite phone of the year. I just can't say it's reliable yet. Yet. I'm going to publish my review on this probably in a couple of days, and I'm going to revisit the device, right? It's not going to be the end of it when I publish the review. I'm probably going to do a follow-up a couple weeks later and say, hey, look, it is reliable now. I can 100% co-sign it. 8 hours on screen time is pretty good. I've got 7.5, I think, is the most I ever got in one day on the OnePlus 7 Pro. But even getting 6.5 now and sometimes 7, it's good. I mean, let me look here. I think because you know what though, I think I was on the charger on the way home, so I don't think it's going to give me an accurate. Yeah, see, it's not going to give me an accurate battery, whatever. I'm at 80% now, so I don't even hate the camera right now. I guess the only thing I can say that I'm really not liking, yeah, Android Stud. You guys got to go check out Android Stud's video. You can just click on his thing here and go subscribe to his channel. He did a video on this phone with the magnetic charging dock. You should definitely go check it out. It was a good video. You're getting 7.5. Yeah, big dog. I was getting that at the very start. And then that update came in and it kind of like broke all kinds of shit. I was getting like 4.5 hours, 5 hours, and then it was freezing and all that. But now, this is day 2 on the international version, and I appreciate that, Tech King Mike. And now I'm getting back to 7 hours on screen time. So there you have it. It's been really good. It's been really, really good on battery life again. Now, I will say this. I did like on the T-Mobile ROM that I had the ability to put the Google cards over here. Matter of fact, before I say it's not there, let me go to settings real quick and let's go look. Fingerprint, lock screen, location, utilities, game mode, parallel apps, app locker, OnePlus switch. I don't know where I would have found that. It's not parallel apps though. It was in settings. I remember you could switch it. It might not be available on the international ROM. It's not security and lock screen. Yeah, no. Google services, no. Pinch the home screen, he said. All right, let me try that. Home settings. There we go. Shelf. All right, so yeah, so see, if I turn shelf off, let me turn shelf off and see if it allows me to do it from there. Nope. All right, so yeah, the Google launcher or the Google homepage is only available on the T-Mobile ROM. Yeah, Nova Launcher, of course. You could do Nova Launcher. I got to be honest though. I usually put Nova Launcher on a device so I can get more speed out of it. But to be honest, it don't get much quicker, man. This is really friggin' snappy, man. And it's not all the screen. I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's a 90 hertz refresh rate." It ain't all the screen. They just cut the animation down. Is it Google Companion? Oh, you talking about inside of inside of Nova Launcher. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have, and I like Oxygen OS. It's smooth. Yes, Albert, I agree. It's really, really smooth. It works really good. Like something like this though, like the Axon, I would go in. Let me see if I think I got Nova on here too. And boom, now I got Nova Launch on it, and then a phone like this that has, oh, look at all the icons all crowded up. A phone like this that has, you know, not the fastest performance. You had to do it on the Axon. Yeah, I mean, the only thing with the Axon is when you open it up, is you get all the icons over here on the side, on the sidebar. So I couldn't deal with that. But it is what it is. I will be posting an update video for you guys on Visible Wireless here really soon. They kind of got their act together, thankfully, with their customers, and got all those people. They was about to get roasted. They were going in the oven at 350 degrees because they wasn't taking care of their customers. But they fixed it, as far as I know. They also credited a bunch of their customers. So he said, "I need a phone ASAP as my screen cracked. You reckon I should get the 12 gig or the 8?" I mean, here's the thing. For me, it's a $50 difference, right? If $50 is not that important to you, get the 12 gig version. If $50 could make or break you paying a bill or something this month, get the 8 gig version. Here's what I can tell you. I can tell you this. I've never lagged out my phone. And let's go to RAM usage. Let me see if I can go here. I don't think it's gonna. Where can I find out? And see, here's the thing. Look, you can see. Oh, I can't even do that because it's gonna put my shit on blast. It's got both SIM slots. It shows it in the settings. What am I looking for? I am looking for how much RAM I was using, but let's see if I can find it. Oh, storage. Would it be in storage? No. Sometimes it shows up there. Battery? No. Memory, system, recent app management. Boom. RAM boost. Nope. Maybe that was only available on the T-Mobile version too, because this thing was telling me how much RAM it was using every day. Let's see if I type in RAM, if it just shows up in settings. About phone. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. But I got the 8 gig 256, and I can tell you this, it ain't never lagged once. That's the one thing I can tell you. Like little things that would freak out once in a while, depending on the app. But so it is what it is. In my opinion, I think it's a good device. I guess my only drawback on this phone is OnePlus should have it where it is right now. That means software, reliability, all of that. It should have been like this on launch day. They should not have released this phone knowing that the software that's on here now is probably what DxO Mark had. Why did you give a phone that's like this now with this software on it to DxO Mark, but you didn't release it with that software? I don't understand that logic. That logic says that Carl Pye and unfortunately, like maybe even Peter Lau and their entire executive structure should be fired. Who made that decision to be like, let's not ship it with the good software. Let's just ship these with shit software. That's the problem. Yeah, maybe they were rushing it, and that's not cool. And Samsung just ate shit for the same thing on the Galaxy Fold. So yeah, quality control. And here's the thing: people could say like, well, they were an upstart company. That was the case years ago, and that even wasn't the case. That was a lie. Okay, they're a subsidiary of Oppo. They're a subsidiary of Vivo. They're all a big consortium. They all use the same factories to manufacture phones. It's no secret that this friggin' pop-up camera that shows up on this OnePlus phone, that one right there, came out of the Vivo phone. So it is what it is. All I can tell you is don't give OnePlus a pass because you might like their phone. I like their phone. I hate their company. People will say like I'm a hater and I'm still saying the phone's good. I can appreciate good hardware. I can appreciate a phone that checks all the boxes and pretty much gets a lot of it right. I can appreciate that. What I can't appreciate is bogusness. And them shipping this phone with bogus software, they get an L for that. They get an L for that. Exactly. They all belong to BKK. Albert, I wasn't really bringing up BKK because people would be like, who's that? But a lot of people know who Oppo are, and that's the biggest consortium of the three. OnePlus is quickly trying to become the biggest, though. Is this a pop-up camera? Are you happy to see her? Damn. And Android Strud with the winning comment so far this evening. That's it right there. So, Tana So Lit is in the building. Shout out to Tana. So, yeah, 3 weeks in, that's my only holdback. Yeah, exactly. That is my only holdback on this phone. That's right, Tana. Somebody's birthday's tomorrow. That's right. Are you doing a stream or something for the B-Day? I need to know. I might live stream for the birthday. I don't know. It's Gemini season right now. Shout out to all the Geminis. The Oppo Reno 5G. I don't know much about it. I don't have it. So I can't really formulate an opinion on a phone if I don't have it in my hand. Right, I could form an opinion on specs and stuff, but I really haven't researched that phone. Now, somebody asked on a video, can you enable 5G on the OnePlus 7 Pro, even if it's not a 5G phone? And my short answer to that question is maybe. If y'all remember, the Nexus 4 was made by LG, and it was kind of the first all glass, glass front and back design. And it was nothing but like an Optimus G that they kind of rebranded and made with stock Android on it. The Nexus 4 was not made in the United States to have LTE. It wasn't. But you literally could go in the ROM and flash, or I don't remember if it was ROM based or if it was ADB based. But I remember, yeah, it had one LTE band. That's right. I think it was like band 4 or whatever on T-Mobile, right? Yeah, you can enable that joint and ride it on out on LTE on T-Mobile, right? Band 4, I think, is what it had, and it worked like a champ. So I'm wondering, because I'm not seeing a difference in hardware looking at the makeup, and I've looked. Like I try to do my research before I do things like that. I try to do my research, but it doesn't look like there's more hardware in the 5G version than it's in here. Okay, so the big thing is, I was like, I wonder if I go to Oxygen Updater, if it would let me flash the 5G software, right? I mean, of course, if it's not supposed to work, it shouldn't work, right? That's what I thought. But if we go to settings, you can actually, a stream would be badass, right? Exactly. Look at this. Let me see if y'all can see that. What does that say? Uh-oh. That's right. It says OnePlus 7 Pro 5G EU edition. Oops. You can flash the 5G edition software to your OnePlus 7 Pro. Now, I'm not in an area. Yeah, I'm gonna post a stream for it when I get that set up. I'm not in an area where there's 5G. He said, don't break the phone. But I will be in an area with 5G in the next few days if I decide to go to Boston for my birthday, which is coming up here in a few days. So, yeah, Alfonso, I still have my Sony Xperia XZ2 Premium. I got one left. I sold my black one and another silver one, but I had one more silver one. You already got the 5G? That's what's up. Hold on, what did Tana say? Yeah, it is. It's the same as Pox. That is correct. Yeah, tech for your needs. There is in some cases, but it depends on, just like there's LTE bands here in the US that are shared with Europe. There are some LTE bands here that actually work in Europe that are the same. So I would the general thought would be some of the 5G bands that work here would also be some of the 5G bands that would work in Europe. So I'm just going to flash the software to it and test it in those areas that they're testing 5G on T-Mobile in New York. And I might also do Verizon. I'll check out Verizon and drop Verizon in there as well to test that. So we'll see how it goes. And I know this stream is going super long, but we'll try to keep it under an hour. But look, man, I can't. Yeah, definitely subscribe to Tana. Definitely subscribe to Tana because it looks like he's gonna bust off his stream for the birthday, and that's what's up. Tana, if I had the ability, I'd pop up to Chicago, and we could get some savagery in. Yes, I mean, you're in the perfect city for it, Tana. Um, to test that 5G. I know Verizon's rocking it out in like 2 blocks of Chicago. if you're within 2 blocks of this one tower in Chicago, you can get that 5G. It's like, oh man. That those 2 blocks in Chicago must look like, yeah, it's funny, right? Those 2 blocks in Chicago must look like when Pokemon Go came out and everybody was walking through people's backyards and like climbing fences and shit because they had to catch the Pokemon. Everybody that's got the 5G phones is walking around like this, trying to catch 5G service on their, whatever 5G phone it is on the 2 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's hilarious. I'm looking forward to 5G. I'm not stressing it though. And here's the thing though. Everybody wants 5G. But is everybody happy with LTE right now? Because here's the thing. Let's do a quick speed test. Now I'm at the top of the food chain when it comes to prioritization on T-Mobile. But I'm just going to pop open. I'm on LTE. Let's wait, see for it to pop up. It's going to find a server. Okay, you can see I'm on the T-Mobile server in Charlotte. Boom. Yes, sir. It's Tana's birthday tomorrow. Look, now if you're on T-Mobile, that's LTE speed right there, right? 15 megs. Now, yeah, 5G is going to be like what LTE should have been, okay? Look at this. That's embarrassing. 15 megs down. 15 megs down. and it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nothing going on out here. There's no reason, and I got 1.5 meg, 2 megs up. Now I know people are gonna be like, "Oh man, LTE doesn't go that far." All right, here's the problem: HSPA plus, or the original 4G, not LTE. Oh yeah, mine's not. Yo, that ain't my. Mine's not to the 16th, Stan. Yours is first. You're getting. You got mine and Floss's mixed up, I believe, because his is, I think, tomorrow or today, as well. Maybe it's today. Um, what was I doing? Oh, another quick thing. If you want to get into like doing stuff to your phone, if you want to mess with your bands, star pound 4636 pound star opens up your phone information app, and you can go in and just manually force your phone into a certain band. So, yep, I'm on LTE. Everything seems to be working there according to this. Yeah, we're gonna force it though. What is it on now? TDS, CDMA, CDMA, UMTS. Okay, whatever that means. We're gonna force this into WCDMA only, so it only gets HSPA plus. Justin, that's not bad. But to see, that's average LTE speeds if it was just real LTE. Yeah, you get about 60 down in downtown Raleigh. In downtown Raleigh proper, yeah. All right, so now we got this here like so, and I don't have any data yet. I guess I'm still trying to find the network, so I'm gonna airplane mode it for a second. On airplane mode it and see if it catches up with the signal. Or not. Maybe it's not going to catch up. Yo, I'm like, do, 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 do. Whir. And the Fayetteville, he's like, nah. Yeah, when you get out there, I've been out there where I've had to run out there past Fort Bragg. I guess my phone is not liking uh, HSPA plus. We're gonna try it one more time, but I'm gonna laugh if I can't get it. Let's see. Let me just do a test call. See if I can force it. All right, let's do a quick search. SIM and network. Yep, mobile data. There we go. SIM1, T-Mobile active. Now, let's see. I just want to do a quick speed test on HSPA only. And the reason why I want that is so you can see that LTE sucks. Phone information. All right. Are we connected? In service. All right. It says connected. So we're going to do a speed test. We're going to do a speed test on this. Speed test. All right. Let's go back one. Speed test again. Go. Now this is HSPA plus. Now we're going to see if it actually connects. Or what they would call 3G. You know what? Old Verizon, yeah, long-term evolution, exactly. Tech for needs. You know, old Verizon, CDMA, the EVDO Rev A, not bad. I mean, just keeping it real. The service, the internet, because nobody's really on it, is actually pretty good. But damn it, man, why is this not working? Mobile data, yeah. It's almost like it don't want to. Like it don't want to connect. AT&T is still terrible. Yes, it is. It says it is connected data wise. let me see if it lets me search a page. Nope. I wanted to do a speed test. Oh, there it went. Now I just dropped the network. Now it says no service again. All right. Well, maybe I can't use, which that would suck. WCDMA only. Let me try WCDMA preferred and see if that makes a difference. Nope. All right. Now we got it to connect. There we go. Man, that took like 3 minutes, 4 minutes for no reason. You got 96 megs down. Oh, it's connecting in Miami, Florida on HSPA. But how is it that HSPA, now I showed you what I was getting on LTE. And the reason why I'm showing you this is whenever I get congested at like 4 or 5 o'clock, if you just switch it over to HSPA or force it into HSPA, your phone will connect just as fast, like if it was on LTE, because nobody's on old school 3G. And look at this. Let's look at the results. Now the LTE was 15.5 and 15.5 down and 1.95 up. HSPA Plus was 15.6 and 3.76 up. When I tell you that 5G is not a big deal right now, it's a big deal right now, and people are showing these gigabit speeds in the 2 blocks of Chicago that have it, and T-Mobile's showing, 580 meg download speeds in New York City where they're testing it. But the big ass problem is, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 42.2 megs on the HTC Amaze. I remember that. The HTC, whatever the hell they called it, the slide up joint. That was fire, man. Look, when everybody gets on 5G and everybody starts using 5G phones, that network is going to suck just like LTE does now. You're not going to get gigabit speeds, all that gigabit Verizon crap. Yeah, it's exactly tech for your needs. It's fast right now because ain't nobody on it. If I opened up an LTE tower right now and nobody else was connected to it, I'd get consistently 150 to 200 meg download speeds. So that's what I think about 5G. But anyways, as far as the phone itself goes, getting back to this, LTE 3.9 gigs, LTE advanced, yeah, equals 4G exactly. He said, how much porn can a person download? Yo, but the fact that you could download like 4 hours of porn in like 3 seconds, that's kind of big, right? No pun intended. Yeah. That's kind of big, right? No pun intended. But there you have it. I mean, do I like the phone? Yes, I like the phone. Do I recommend the phone if you got the money to waste? Yeah. Yeah, Tech King Mike says pause. Yeah. 10 it was like 3 seconds. Yeah. I can recommend it if you got the money and it's not your primary. Like if you have a secondary phone, like if you have a couple phones, like I got one on deck up here and other phones on standby. If you got other phones, then it's not bad. You got the Mi 8 Lite and you're getting 93 megs. Would you recommend it over a G8? No, I wouldn't. I think the LG G8 is a better value right now, especially if you're on T-Mobile. I would tell you to go pick up like a Pixel on Cracklist and trade it in, which would take like almost $100 off of your. It basically would eat up any taxes and fees you would pay in store. Plus, T-Mobile's going to credit you every month up to 50% of what that phone costs. So now you're getting an LG G8 on T-Mobile in red, which is kind of hot if you can get one for 305 bucks, $306. That's a flagship phone. Of course, tech for your needs, you got it. You just got to post the whole link. Um, I would definitely say for 305 or 306 bucks, whatever you end up paying for that phone through T-Mobile, that's a hell of a deal. I mean, even the S10 Plus you can get for like 700 bucks. So it just depends. Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing. Sprint LG phones are easy to unlock. Um, Shout out to my dude GSM Zambia. Oh, the G8 over the S10 Plus all day. The G8 is half the price, with the same specs for the most part. And the cameras, in my opinion, on the G8 are better than the Galaxy. And Samsung fans can be mad about that all they want, but they can go jump off a bridge for all I care. That said, we do have, I know y'all want to see me get into the troll video. Oh yeah, Tana, I think it's better than that for sure. He said, God damn it. Did you just buy the S10? Yeah. Oh man. I do have a video. I am going to be publishing a video. Uh, I just got to fine tweak a couple of things, but basically saying like the Samsung nights are over with. It's over. Like when Google Plus, when Google Plus died, the Samsung nights basically died with them. He said hashtag done. Exactly. They're done for. It's a wrap. And you guys have been asking me to go in or roast them for a while, and I'm not going to go in like I normally would do, like with a bunch of insults. I'm just going to go in and show their character, documented on video over the years, and how ignorant people like Richard Yarrell are and some of the other people on their squad. And we're going to expose where they work. Not where they work specifically, because I know somebody will try to companies or what they do for a living. We're going to expose all that. So all these dudes that talk about that talk all this junk about, oh, like Richard, oh, I do this and you just can't afford the phone. I watch them roasting people, or like when he goes into Tech King's Mike's channel. I know exactly, right? Richard's like that night. I think it's like a Monty Python video. It's old school. A lot of youngsters ain't gonna know what that is. But there's like this one night and they're fighting and he gets his arm cut off and his other arm cut off and his leg cut off. And he's like hopping on one leg to be like, come on, man, come on. And he's like headbutting. Yo, I need to meme that. I need to clip that out. And then, yeah, I'm going to meme that because that's Richard right now. Like, he don't lost all of his people. A lot of his people was like, yo, out of here with that. Uncle Ruckus. Oh. Look, I'm not going to do any personal attacks on the dude when I do the video, but it's just basically to be like, yo, miss me with that shit. You clean buses at Greyhound, like nobody cares. Like nobody cares. He got 5 different, they're all troll channels. He doesn't even do anything. Like, you clean buses for a living. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Yo, man, here's the thing. If I clean buses for a living, if I was on the fryer at McDonald's, whatever, all of that stuff is an honorable profession. If you working to make money to feed your family, I don't care what you do for a living. That's what's up. I respect that. But when you come online and you start trolling people like Tech King Mike or other people here and you're going through with 5 different accounts and making bitch ass comments, oh, don't get it twisted. Richard comments on my channel. This is part of the thing that's going to show up in the video. What man takes the time to comment 5 to 10 times a day on a channel if they got a job and got a life? They don't. I literally have, and here's the thing. I think I could open it up and show you how many comments are done by this dude that are all in the filtered thing. See, Richard comes through and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make this comment. Go eat a dick." Whatever whatever he wants to say. That never shows up on the channel. Like my filtered word game is on 1,000, which means like if he comes through and he wants to troll and he says whatever he wants. Like I even know the syntax. I know it's a big word. The syntax of how he makes some of his sentences, like how he puts out some of his sentences, right? Yo, yo, Big Migs text. And here's the thing. Yo, and here's the thing with that dude, right? Like the dude was like this. No. Yo, when I come to your neighborhood, son, if I'm outside your house and you got to call the police, you lost all credibility at that point. You lost all credibility. Like, so for y'all, so some of y'all that have been following me for a long time, y'all remember me being on Periscope and putting the dude on blast and been like, yo, come out. You've been bumping these gums. Like, come outside. Let's handle this like some men. You know, let's handle this like men. Nah. LeBaron, I missed your phone call. I'm going to hit you up tomorrow. I'm going to catch back up with you tomorrow during the day. I just wanted to let you know on the stream, now that I see that you're in here, you know, what's up? Yo, Big Migs Tech. yo, Big Migs Tech. Yo, hold on. Yo. Look, what's funny about the dude is he got put on blast in his own neighborhood. That's all I can say. Because I know someone's going to try to be like, oh, TK's bully. I'm not bully. I'm just keeping it real. Like, it was on Periscope. It wasn't even on YouTube. All right? But I trolled you in your own spot, son. Like, he got trolled in his own spot. Yeah, LeBaron's a good dude. Albert, you say it better than anybody else. Some people take that whole phone game way too serious. It is, man. Like, let me put it like this. Big Migs Texas. He looks like he eats a dick for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Oh man, look, I wasn't trying to like put my hands on Carl Pie over these phones. Nah, man. But like, if you disrespect somebody online, like people think I'm an asshole because I went and got photos of this dude in a dress and I keep posting them online, right? Nah, I didn't do that for no reason. I did that to Carl Pay because, you know, way back in the day, and I've talked about this before, like the dude thought he was going to troll me by dressing up as me for Halloween. Is kind of like an FU to me for causing them issues over the OnePlus One and them not honoring the fact that they had piss yellow displays, bad manufacturing, and then tried to hand it off to their customers. Nah, man, that's not a good look. People don't want that. People ain't riding with that. You know what I'm saying? And it pissed me off. He said, dude got a Samsung A7? Damn. So it's the thing with Core Pot, like, you know, like it's not so much the phone game. It's not about the phones, right? It was a disrespect thing. So, you know, and I told him, I said, look, if I catch you at CES Asia, and I'm a man of my word, if I'm gonna catch you somewhere, if we don't dead a beef or squash a beef before I see you, on site, I'm putting my hands on somebody. And I know that's not the best. Like, I'm not a role model. That's not something that you should do. It's not cool, right? It's kind of juvenile. Oh, his reflection showed up in the picture. Yo, Big Migs Tech. Oh man. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's an epic fail right there. So look, I don't know if he had a channel, Tech King Mike. I mean, I've seen him post videos on his multiple YouTube channels about, you know, different cameras and doing camera tests while he's walking down the street in the city. But that dude's garbage, man. And his whole squad's garbage. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did. He might have had one at some point, but he might have got banned for probably doing dumb shit. So, as far as I'm concerned, that dude and his whole squad is garbage. So I I really don't care. I've kind of proven my points, you know, on multiple dudes. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with what he does for a living. If you clean buses for a living, you clean buses for a living. I just want to know how the Samsung Knights feel. I mean, I guess if you're a Samsung Knight, how would you feel if the quote unquote leader of your squad is riding with somebody else? Like, I just want to. I guess, how do I explain it? Like, I just want to know, like, how much did Carl have to pay to get him to wear a dress? And I'm not talking about Carl wearing a dress. I'm talking about Richard. Like, how much did OnePlus have to pay him to wear a dress and just get his cheeks busted by Carl Pye? Like, this dude is getting his cheeks busted like the dude in the Hangover movie by the Philippine dude that looks like a girl. Like Cardi before she robbed him. Oh man. Oh, look at LeBaron. As soon as I talk about somebody getting their cheeks busted, LeBaron's like, "Oh, you must be talking about Richard." Damn. On the bus. He said on the bus. Hey, look, Just Wallace. We can't knock anybody's side hustle. If he's selling buns on the bus, if he's giving up the cheeks on the Greyhound, I can't knock his side hustle. Oh, oh man. And hit him with that major pain. Oh, y'all going in. Yeah, I know when I published the Samsung Nights is over video that the comment section, I'm enabling all comments for that video. Like the filter's gonna be off. I already know the comment section's gonna get thousands of comments. Yo, LaShawn, that was some straight out of San Quentin talk right there, getting his cheeks busted. Yo, the comment section on the Samsung Nights is over party video is gonna be like boys to men playing. The how do I say goodbye to yesterday? I'm pouring out some liquor. Yeah. When y'all see that video, oh my God, I'm going all the way in. Like I got paid actors, local students that do like film and stuff here that I worked on for that. Yo, when this goes in, oh man. Damn. Big Mig is giving no quarter. Like he is roasting at 500% in the chat. He said, I don't know, man. I couldn't be considered. It would be like if I was still a BlackBerry like super fan, and I was like, BlackBerry's the best, but yo, here's my OnePlus 7 Pro. You can't do that. You can't do that. If you're a super fan, you're a super fan. That'd be like saying, man, I'm a Cardi B fan and I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. Like them two groups don't get along, man. You either Cardi or Nicki. That's I like both of their musics, but I'm not a fan though. Like I'm not a fan. You know what I'm saying? You see, you just paying for the J7. You just praying for that J7 Pro. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, somebody said, I guess that's what phone he was using. Yeah. But, anywho's, this video or this live stream was mostly about the OnePlus 7 Pro and my thoughts on it after 3 weeks. If you stayed all the way through all this savagery and us joking and laughing and all that, big salute to you and big shout out to the replay crew that may watch this later. He said, Big Mig's text says He is that guy in the movie Don't Be Menus trying to get drugs with a burger. That's bad. No, the Menace. I got it. You know who I equate that dude to? Who has seen the character where he comes outside and says, "Man, I'll suck your beep for a cigarette." That's who Richard reminds me of. That's what's up, LeBaron. I see you. Yo, big mister. Yo, I need to. We might have to. Yo, LaShawn said, "Damn, yeah." We might. I might need to. Yo, Tana. I might have to hit Tana up. I might need to get some shirts with like Richard's face on them, and just be like, "I'll suck your beep for a cigarette or for a Samsung phone." I had to do something like that. Oh shit! Oh, I'm done. I'm done. He's for a J7. Oh, oh man. So if you stayed through the replay crew and y'all saw the savagery, you know that there's more savagery coming in the next day or so when the Samsung Nights Are Over video is published. Make those with the D's nut sheets. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Yo, LaShawn, yeah. Jason says if he's doing that for the J7, what's he doing for the Fold? Wow. Wow. He said, he sounds like he's just gurgling the nuts, bro. Wow. Like, you know what? I know if he catches the replay, he's gonna be mad. He's gonna make 30 new accounts. Y'all can go eat things. I don't care. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. Samsung the best. OnePlus 7 the best. Fuck out of here, man. Nobody cares. Like, make your comments. Catch that filter. You're gonna go right through my filter. Ain't nobody gonna see your comment. So you and your whole Samsung Nights can comment all you want and get in your feelings. Say whatever you want. Ain't no one ever gonna see your comment. I'm like the Chinese government over here. I'm censoring y'all asses. I'm over here like Xi Jinping. I'm over here like, nah, fam. You said Tenement Square. You ain't getting no play over here. My video just got blocked in China for saying Tenement Square. The one I'm looking forward to the most. Ugh. The phone I'm looking forward to the most is probably the Note 10. But I'm kind of interested to see what HTC is going to do. Didn't they drop a phone? Oh, it's tomorrow, right? Or is it the 11th? HTC is supposed to be dropping a phone in the next day or so. So I'm interested to see what they're talking about. Damn. He said, yo, dude looks just like Squidward. Wow. The 11th. Yeah, so I know on the 11th, that's Tana's birthday, right? Is it a mid-range phone? I hope HTC ain't doing that. Don't be like Motorola. Quit riding people's nuts. Do your own thing, HTC. I'm so sick of that, man. Yeah, HTC could drop a Snapdragon 855 phone. It could still have bezels. As long as they put the boom sound back on them suckers. Give me a speaker at the top and the bottom. It can still have bezels with a Snapdragon 855 and 8 gigabytes of RAM and a damn good ass camera. Like, put that 48 megapixel camera from Sony on there and put your own HTC tweaks and then sell that phone for $499. Boom. Manny Sanchez with the super chat. He says, cheers, man. I miss HTC. I see you. Yo, the HTC One Max. Oh my god. Yo, Tech Live and Mama's in here now. See, we about to wrap up and bounce, and now everybody's coming back through. We might have to talk about HTC now. Yo, he had the HTC. Yo, the HTC One Max. Like when the regular HTC One came out, I loved that phone. But then when the One Max came out, nah, son, I had to get that on Verizon immediately. And the fingerprint sensor on it was fire. Did it have a finger? It had a fingerprint sensor on the back, right? Um, the G1. Yeah, I had the G1. I had the HTC HD2. I had the Evo. I had yeah, it was on the back. Yo, that HTC One Max though, bro, that big ass screen. Oh, the tilt. Yo, I had the tilt too. I love that phone. What, on AT&T, you could pop the screen up a little bit, and you still had the keyboard. Like phone companies done got boring. The Thunderbolt, I had that after the Evo. Like when LTE was just coming out, I had to get it. I had the Thunderbolt, and boy, did the battery life suck on that phone, man. The Incredible, oh man, the Droid Incredible. But that thing was mad small though. That thing was mad skinny, right? With the button on the bottom on it constantly. He misses the dual front speakers. I bet. Yo, the HTC Resound. Who remembers the commercials for the HTC Resound? Remember when the dude he had the Beats? It had the Beats by Dre shit booming. Yo, man. And you're right. The HTC HD2 was like the super phone. You could run Windows on it. You could run Windows 8 on it. You could run Android on it. You could run whatever the hell you wanted on the HD2. Yeah, I had to run the battery pack too. Yeah, the Resound had the free Beats in the box. That was fire, man. That phone was fire. Yeah, the HD2. I still have that phone. I got it in the box. I took the battery out so it doesn't get swung. I know the battery's probably shot anyway, but I could buy a battery for it online. That phone was awesome because yeah, the fact that you could run Android on it. What was it? Android 4? Was it KitKat? No, it was before KitKat. Yo, the Droid DNA is what started all the 1080p stuff. All the phones before the Droid DNA were like 540p, 720. There wasn't no 1080p phones. Yeah. Yeah, the HTC One had the red non-branded Beats in the box. Yeah. Yeah, you could run Jelly Bean. That's what it was, Jelly Bean on the HD2. Yep, the DNA was a 1080 was and I can remember looking at my Evo. Yo, looking at my Evo screen and then looking at the Droid DNA and being and just you could just see how crispy the DNA was. Yeah, of course, battery was trash. All the HTC phones sucked. Like, but you had removable batteries on most. Yeah, I bought. I think I still have a Droid DNA too. See, here was the thing. Like, all of these phones were great, and HTC like had great brand recognition, right? You have the Evo with the extra fat battery. Yeah, I had that too with the battery pack on the back. It was like bloop, and then you had the big brick off the back. Yes. So here's the thing. That HTC could still crush it right now today off their brand recognition. HTC, no SD. The DNA was sealed though, and no SD card slot. Yeah, the S off. I had to use Sunshine. So shout out to anybody that knows what Sunshine was. It was a tool that allowed you to S off a lot of HTC phones. That tool was awesome. Just in case, and a couple other developers on XDA built that, and it was awesome. The Touch Pro 2, yep. So like HTC could still crush it right now today if they dropped a phone right now today and it had a Snapdragon 855, 8 gigabytes of RAM, a 2K display. It could even be LCD. You know, it could even be 1080p. And they drop that sucker for $499 or less, like what Asus did, and throw that 48 megapixel sensor from the Sony on the back with, you know, stock Android or the HTC skin, that thing would sell like hotcakes. But HTC is dumb. Like, that's the thing, is the price point. They're dumb. Look, this is the thing that drives me nuts, okay? And I'm a smart business person. When it comes to business, like, look, you make more off of moving units than not moving units. You know what I'm saying? If you're moving units, you could make more money. HTC was like, nah, we'll just take our money off the 10 people that are going to buy it online. It's like, that's stupid. When if your phone is so attractive price-wise, Tanner, we were just talking about this earlier. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think their phone manufacturing days are done because now Google basically bought them. And we saw what Google did to, do I remember the Huawei Mate 2? Yes, I do remember the Huawei Mate. Ascend, what was it? The Ascend Mate 2? Is that what it was called? Or something like that? With the 720p display, big ass screen. I love that phone. That phone was awesome. Matter of fact, I think I got videos on the channel here about it. I mean, could it be the M11? I doubt it. Here, look, this is free. What's up, Silverback? I see you. Here's the free information. Here's some free consulting for HTC. Fire everybody that you got that makes any decisions on your phones right now. Fire all of them. You know what I'm saying? Send their asses across to the mainland so they can put them in like concentration camps or something. Get them up. I know people will be like, damn, like get them up out of there. Get their ass up out of Taiwan. Get them off your island. Just get them off the island. Don't even fire them. Get them off the island. Get them out. Like Survivor, they ass. You got to go. You've been voted off the island. Bye. Deuces. Get them up out of there. And then put people. You can go get all fresh people, and then be smart. Yo, be smart. Think quantity. Move units. Like, I would immediately drop the U, whatever the hell they want to call it, U11, U10, U12. But see, HTC doing what Motorola's doing, they just riding somebody else's nuts. That's why they're in the situation they're in now. HTC was too busy trying to compete with Samsung since the HTC Evo LTE. It was like HTC had the better phone one year. Then it was Samsung. Then it was HTC. And they were trying to just be Samsung instead of just being themselves. First mistake. Second mistake was you were overpricing your damn phones. So we need to scrap all of that. Yeah, Motorola now is garbage. Yo, the Motorola Photon was my jam. I just posted it. I had it out last week. I posted a couple pictures of it over on Instagram. Still worked. Like, there was still battery. Like, I didn't even charge it. I just turned it on. Boop. I was like, oh, crap. It still had like 30% battery life. I was like, damn. But HTC, this is what HTC could do to win right now. Drop a phone and call it the HTC One. Don't say anything else about it. Don't say it's the One, blah, blah, blah. Just call it the HTC One. Give me a Snapdragon 855, a 2K display, 8 gigabytes of RAM, or if you want to be crazy and make a statement, throw 12 gigabytes of RAM in that sucker like OnePlus. Make the shit IP68 water and dust proof. Wireless charging on deck. Boom sound speakers on deck. And throw that 48 megapixel camera from Sony on it. And it's over with. Yo, LaShawn, look at LaShawn. HTC One Neo. Yeah, they could do that. No, I don't want them to release the Zenfone 6 because the Zenfone 6 only has a 1080p display. I want them to release the best specs on the market. Here's the thing. Take a guess how much it costs OnePlus to manufacture this phone. Anybody can guess in the chat. I'll let y'all guess. Anybody can guess how much it cost OnePlus or Oppo or BKK, whatever you want to call the main company, to manufacture the OnePlus 7 Pro. I'll let y'all guess. What's on over here? Trolling says $7. Y'all getting close. Mr. ATX is the closest so far. So for the components and whatnot that's in here, and that's taking into account the screen, $293 is the estimate in parts for them to manufacture this phone. Let's say it's another $100 in marketing and employees, and we're looking at, and I'm being generous with that. We know it's made in China, but I'm being generous. So let's say it's $393. Now, last I checked, OnePlus doesn't have a big advertising budget. They're not spending a bunch of money on it. They're selling these phones for $750. That's a profit of $357 per unit. Per unit. Now let's say they ship. Let's be super conservative and say they only sell 500,000 phones this year. All right. That's 178 million. $178 million. $178.5 million in profit. Profit, not cost. Profit that they make off of this phone. Any company would love to make $200 million every 6 months off of a phone. And OnePlus is on a 6-month release cycle. HTC hasn't posted a profit, I don't know how long. They're focusing all their damn efforts into this VR shit that by the time they figure it out and they're killing the VR stuff, we're all going to be talking about AR and AR, VR, mixtures where old school VR ain't going to matter anyway. What's new? So let's say HTC uses the same, let's go by the same numbers. HTC is manufacturing phones for the same number, right? Let's say they sell their phones for $499, right? We already know that they're not spending money on advertising or marketing. That's still a $206 profit per phone at a $499 price. Now we multiply that by HTC is a little bit bigger company, so I'm going to say they might sell more units, but let's say they don't sell that much more. Let's say they sell 700,000 units. OnePlus sells 500,000. Let's say HTC sells 700,000 units, and that's not including any carrier deals or any carriers that would sell said phone. That's $144 million profit for that company. That's not small money. But instead, HTC is dumb and they're idiots, and they want to make a bunch of money off of a small amount of people. The money, the numbers don't add up. And the more manufacturers, like Asus has figured it out, Moto's figuring out, they're killing the mid-range. They're like, you know what? We'll just stay in our lane. We're just going to stay in our lane. And I'm not mad at Lenovo for turning Motorola into that. But, you kind of had Google come in and rape you for everything that you had anyway. They took your dignity. They took, your pride and everything else because you were Motorola. And then they kind of, after they got done, gang banging you and smashing you out the box and all that, they kind of just, kicked you out of the cool kids car, and pushed you off to some Chinese company. I get it. It sucks. It sucks if you're a Motorola fan, but that's what they are now. They're a food stamp phone. So Apple. So here's the thing. Apple's about the same. You know, you figure that 10s Max, even with the stainless steel and the higher grade materials, like they're still manufacturing these phones for under $400, but they're selling them for 1,200. So now Apple spends a lot more money in advertising and marketing, but they're still making money hand over fist every time they release an iPhone. And they've made up the margins of we're not selling enough by raising their prices. They were able to do that. You have companies like LG and HTC that tried to do that, and now they fell on their faces. LG doesn't care. Yeah, I agree. In the elevate numbers, I agree. HTC OS was smooth. HTC M8, so you can see how smooth that phone still is today on that old Snapdragon 801 or whatever it was that's in it. LG's moved to a lose money first, write everything off in taxes strategy. So, like, they want to sell washing machines and TVs. They really don't care about their phones. And until they do care about their phones, they're not going to sell. So, I agree. I agree with that. So, uh-oh. Tana said the LG Stylo 5 just leaked. Let's see. Let's check the news. Let's see what we get. Stylo 5 renders surface online. Let's check GSM Arena. I know. Let's check out the food stamp phone, the newest food stamp phone from LG. It looks like an LG G4, to be honest. I mean, it looks like an LG Stylo 4. It's got the same camera configuration, the same fingerprint sensor. It's not looking like, yeah, the EBT phone. Exactly. It's not looking like anything special. Huh. I wonder what it's going to run processor wise. But let's look at the top 10 phones by interest, says GSM Arena. The Xiaomi Redmi K20 Pro is getting 43,000 hits a day. Maybe I need to buy that phone and do some videos on it. And then the Galaxy A50 is getting 42,000. Check this out. Two food stamp phones or two very cheap phones are getting more hits than the Galaxy Note 10 Pro. Wow. Redmi Note 7, Nokia 22, like all of these are cheap phones. Top 10 by fans. OnePlus 6 is the number one phone. The Xiaomi Pocophone F1 is number 2. The Galaxy S9 Plus is number 3. The Nokia 7 Plus is number 4. The Note 9 is number 5. The P20 Pro from Huawei is number 6. All these are older ass phones, man. But that just goes to show you, like, people ain't upgrading. They don't care. Uh-oh. Verizon's LG V40 is finally receiving the Android Pie update. Do 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 do. Wow. Uh-oh, save $300 on a Galaxy S10 or S10 Plus. I see you, Samsung. Samsung's trying to get you to trade in them phones so they can get some money back. They want to put them things out on Craigslist and get some of their money back. Oh, anyways, it is 2 o'clock in the morning, aka closing time for the bars. I'm going to take my ass to bed. Tomorrow night, we do have a live stream. We're bringing back, as we do every Sunday night moving forward, the Everything 100 podcast, 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, between 10:05 and 10:10 is going to be the go live time. We may or may not have a special guest tomorrow night. That might happen. We'll see. I greatly appreciate all you guys that are in here, and thank you for everybody that hit the thumbs up button to get the stream some more views. I appreciate that. Shout out to all my peoples that hit the super chat. Again, also appreciate that. And shout out to the whole squad. We will be doing the podcast will be coming in tomorrow night, and we might go a little long. Or actually, tomorrow's Tana's birthday, right? I got to find out when Tana's streaming so I can coordinate around that because I don't want to take anybody view. I don't want to take views from Tana's stream if he's doing his birthday thing. So we're gonna have to figure that out. So we might do a shorter podcast / video tomorrow. But either way, we're gonna publish at the same time and all that good stuff. You guys will be able to catch us there. And then if Tana's streaming at night or something tomorrow night, we have to go flood the stream. But yeah, so that's going on with that. I'm gonna have to go change the title. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the title. I'm gonna have to change the title of this stream after the fact because yeah, we did talk about the OnePlus 7 Pro 3 weeks later, but I guess I'm gonna have to do a dedicated video on it because we spent so much time on HTC and everything else. People are gonna be like, "That's crazy." But yeah, everybody wish Tana a happy birthday. You know, his birthday is coming up here shortly. I think he's good. We might be all right because unless he's going to do a stream tomorrow night, we might be all right tomorrow night. So definitely come through the stream tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have the audio version if you ain't got time to listen via video. You can find us on Apple Music or Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, pretty Google Podcasts, pretty much anywhere you hear podcasts, you can find our podcast, the Everything 800 podcast. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, tomorrow night should be lit. Tomorrow night we're going in. Tomorrow night we're going in. And maybe before the podcast, I'm going to try to get that video up. Okay, that's what's up. Tech Lover Mama, thank you for that information. And if y'all haven't subscribed to Tech Lover Mama yet, y'all should. I got to get her in here. Bloop. If you haven't subscribed to Tech Loving Mama yet, you definitely should. She does do her own little YouTube stuff, so you should definitely go check her out. And yeah, tomorrow should be lit. I'm gonna try to have the Samsung Nights Are Over video done. Yo, exactly. I'm gonna try to have the video done for the Samsung Nights Are Over party video before we stream tomorrow, so we can chat, laugh, and joke about that while we're on the stream, and watch them all try to come through in the chat and get ethered by all the mods. The hammer game. Like I'm watching, I just can't wait to see how many times my dude Gerard Butler is going to be kicking people in the pit, saying "This is Sparta," and just kicking people in the pit all night. That's going to be fun. So, and it's going to be funny. We could even keep like a digital counter on the screen for every troll that gets killed in the stream, like ding, ding, ding. That's what's up. Well, Tech Lover Mama, you should post a link to your blog. If you're doing a blog, you should post a link to your blog. You should post a link to your blog so everybody can go follow your website. You can get some of that Google AdSense revenue. Because once you start getting the views on the blog like that, then you can put that Google AdSense thing in there, put a couple little banners, whatever, on the website, and get that check every month. So I'm gonna wait for the chat to catch up. Let's see if Tech Loving Mama posts a link to her blog before we get out of here, so y'all can all go over there and flood that site with traffic immediately. But yeah, tomorrow's topics are gonna obviously be OnePlus. We're gonna talk about Apple, techlovingmama.com, and Facebook too. It's small, but you got to start somewhere. Definitely. Tech Loving Mama, I'm going to add a link in my about section. I got to add a link in my about session. You can tell I had too many beers. Section. That link so you can get some of that back traffic. Yeah, tomorrow we're going in. Tomorrow We got to talk about OnePlus. We got to talk about Apple. We got to talk about all of this stuff. I'm gonna have the iPad Pro on deck so we can look at the new iPad OS. I'm gonna see what the 5G software looks like on the OnePlus 7 Pro. See if I get any bugs, hiccups, errors, anything like that. We're probably gonna wrap up another video or two tomorrow during the day on the Axon M. Not a bad phone at all for the money. It is what it is. And yes, Jason C, we are going to talk about that ROM. It didn't notify y'all tonight. See, look, YouTube is hating. But I will say this. If you're subscribed to the channel and you're not getting notifications, some people have said that if you can like unclick the bell and then re-click the bell, and then it might fix your notifications. Maybe. But I think YouTube is just hating. Personally, I've literally watched, like, I could open, you didn't get it either. See, look, here's the thing. But here's the thing. I'm going, so we don't even need a notification. I'm going live at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The live stream's already up, and I've already shared a post on the channel too, so y'all can go in the chat section. Should already be open. She said I did it just to be safe. LaShawn said he got the notification. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think YouTube is hating, personally. I don't think it's the company itself. I think it's select individuals that work there that are just hating. And let them hate. I don't care. The reason why I say that is when all your analytics are in the green, but every time you're publishing a video that's getting crazy numbers, like I was doing this last week, and they do you like that, you can tell what OnePlus video, OnePlus video, OnePlus video. Those are the subs going down, right? Yeah, and I've had that too, Tech Lover Mama. I've had people that have said like, "Hey, I got unsubscribed from your channel. What's up?" I don't block anybody like that, especially people I mess with. Like, what do you mean you had to resubscribe? But it's true. Some people I've had people have to resubscribe, and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible. So it is what it is. But anyways, for anybody that sat through the hour and 40 something minutes that we've been on here tonight, big salute to y'all. For y'all that might listen to this in the background while you're at work or doing whatever you're doing tomorrow, yes, if you're listening to this tonight, actually technically it would be tonight because it's 2:00 in the morning. So tonight is going to be savage. Don't want to miss it. I'm going to try to get the Samsung Nights is Over party video up before the stream so everybody can check that out and laugh their ass off in advance. But it's just I have to edit certain things because what I don't want to happen is I don't want to publish this video and people saying I'm doxing somebody. Like, oh, you showed where his house is and all that. No. I ain't doing all that. This is going to be like, because that Periscope stream is still there on the internet. Like, I can go get clips of the dude getting roasted in his own neighborhood. He ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I can. Yo, he getting roasted in his own neighborhood and he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? How to make money on Facebook? So I thought about that too, but I worry that YouTube is going to ban me the minute I tell people about doing videos and content over on Facebook. Here's the thing. This is the first month and I don't even really publish a lot of stuff on Facebook. I'm making more money now on Facebook than I do on YouTube. Think about that. So, oh yeah, the last 3 or 4 years have been. Yeah, I know Floss deals with the same thing. I know he gets people that get unsubscribed. I've been unsubscribed from a couple of times over like the last 4 or 5 years where I had to be like, yo, what are you talking about? I had to click resubscribe. Tech Lover Mama, I will hit you up. I think we've chatted on the gram before anyway. So I will hit you up and like I said, I'm an open book when it comes to the money part. I'm an open book when it comes to the money part. If there's anything I can teach you about any of that stuff, um, I happily will show you or tell you everything that I know because I want other people to get bread too. I'm not stingy with it. I'm not over here like, oh yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to play options on Bitcoin or like I ain't going to tell you how to know when to buy the dips and all. Like, nah, man. If there's something if there's something I can teach you or tell you about to make money, I'm gonna show you how to do that. Amazon affiliates is huge. I mean, if you do anything on YouTube or Facebook, those Amazon links pay your bills, man. I can tell you that right now. So, of course, on everything 100 page. I'll do more personal stuff on my TK on the gram Instagram. So those are the two Instagrams you should follow. You got everything 100, everything the letter A 100. If you want to like follow channel specific stuff or live streams about phones or whatever, I may do those over there too. But if you want to just like the regular personal savagery, whatever, yeah, we'll do that. Yep. My man said, teach a man to fish. Oh, my man said he got to go. I see you. Anyways, we should all get out of here anyway because we're keeping everybody up. Everybody got to go do stuff in the morning. Oh yeah, I've seen you over there on TK's Garage Tech Level Mama. I'll post something over on uh Big Migs Tech. Big Migs Tech. Oh, I need to see if I can add. Uh, of course not, right? Big Migs Tech. Remind me when we come through when we open this up next time so I can add you into the moderator squad. You said your hubby's a mechanic. I've learned, like I just learned, like it was cheaper. Like if you don't learn to work on your own stuff, you're gonna get just hammered, especially if you're driving shit like me. So, like BMWs are expensive if you don't fix your own car. So I try to fix my own car as much as possible. So yeah, she's like, yep. So in fact, I got to do a water pump on this BMW. You do tech fixing, he does cars. That's a good combination. That's a real good combination. So, anywho's, I appreciate you guys for coming through and hanging out for almost 2 hours. If you were on a replay crew and you watched this all the way through, you're a savage, and I appreciate that. Smash that thumbs up if you happen to catch us on the replay crew. I see you, Tech Level Mama, and good night. And good night to all the out in here. I'm going to go catch me a couple hours of sleep. Y'all will find us tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Everything 100 podcast. We do have a video version. The audio version will run for 45 minutes. You can hear us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, and a bunch of other places. Just be following us on Twitter at Total Tech Vids. You'll get the link the second we go live. If you want to watch the video version, which is way more fun, you just got to be watching here on the channel. We'll be live tomorrow at 10:05 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so don't miss it. Anyways, with that said, thank y'all very much for watching the video. We were doing a video about the OnePlus 3. I mean, the OnePlus 3. The OnePlus 7 Pro 3 weeks later, but I guess I'm going to have to publish a dedicated video on it because we got into so much savagery and talked about so much other stuff here on the channel, and it was just an absolute blast. And I love taking the time to sit here and chat with you guys and like answer questions and chop it up. And we can like relive other stuff or the older tech and other stuff that we were doing. And it's a blast. So anyways, thank y'all very much for coming through. And shout out to everybody that smashed that thumbs up button to just consistently give the trolls L's. There's nothing I love more than handing a troll an L. And pressing that thumbs up button is an instant L for the trolls. So anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, 10:05 Eastern Standard Time. I'll catch y'all later.